Hello, world. Man, this is very nerve-wracking, as I've never really made a video like this in a very long time, where I'm like actually talking to the audience. Damn. I haven't done this since I was a kid, really. But I decided to make this channel because in the last little bit, I felt like I've been saying things to people and they've really helped them. Multiple times I'd be talking to some of my friends and they're like, man, we should have recorded you. We should have recorded that. So, and multiple people I've just felt like seem to get something out of me talking, and because it happens very naturally, I just say whatever and they seem to get something out of it. So I decided to add this vision I had in my head of me in this room wearing this outfit. I didn't know I was gonna wear this outfit. I just I had the vision a few times, but today I had it with this shirt because I was wearing this shirt. But I just wanted to come on here and speak my truth and just say what I feel like saying in the moment. Because I don't know if this video is gonna be like a intro video or I'm gonna actually say something, but we'll see what happens. That's what I've been trying to do lately, which is just saying something and seeing what happens, or doing something and seeing what happens, really. Even staring into the lens of this camera is just scary. It's like a mirror reflecting your soul right back at you. I think it's reflective of the whole world, really. Even the sphere of the lens just looks like Earth, but it also looks like an eye. And it's just the world staring right back at you. Wherever you go, whatever you wear, whatever you say, whatever you do, it's like this eye always looking at you. Multiple eyes always looking at you. And I hated that feeling. I resented it for a very, very, very long time. I felt so shut by the world, even though their eyes were peeked right at me. They were looking right at me, but I felt so shut from the world. And it's like people would look at me with this bewilderment, like they couldn't understand me, like they didn't know who I was, but also they did know deep down. I don't know, it's weird. I'll probably get used to it. I've gotten used to the world looking at me, but now it's being okay with staring at the camera lens. It used to scare me for a long time. I used to make videos like these when I was a kid all the time, and I was just fearless. I didn't really have any friends, so I didn't care what the world thought of me. But then I started to get older, and I started to actually have friends, and I cared about what they thought, and that's when it ended. That's when everything just... I didn't, I cared about being part of something, being a part of a tribe or a group of people. I cared about that more than, being me. Because I didn't know who I was, and no one else did. And then when I felt like I was somewhat accepted, I was like, alright, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just speak my truth and just, or actually ignore my truth, really. I just wanted to feel accepted, and It took me a long time to realize how much I was myself when I didn't care about what other people thought of me. Because I just couldn't hear myself anymore. All of, like, my mind used to just be full of ideas and just like this today, this today, this to that, and I was just focused on the future. And as soon as I started developing friends, like, instead of worrying about like the fear of being successful, I was worried more about the fear of people not liking me. And that wasn't cool. All of a sudden I started to worry if I made videos like these and just was myself, whether I would lose my status in the group or not, or whether people won't like me that much or not. And it really was not good. Was not cool at all. So yeah, then I just went on and on talking to people and starting to really get to know people and learning how to talk to people. That was like during the pandemic, where a lot of my social anxiety just dissipated, and I was able to just talk to people for people, if you know what I mean. And then I started becoming a people person, which I never thought I'd ever be in my life. That shit was crazy. You know, and I recently had a realization that I actually had a love for people, which was really strange to me because I always feared them. Then I realized, like, you know, where there is fear, there is love. So if you fear something so much, that doesn't mean that, like, you don't care about it. Because if you didn't care about it, then you wouldn't care about it. But you fear it, which means that there's something there. Whatever it might be, there's something there. So even with this video and me starting this channel, I just hear my mind all day just afraid of the most random, irrational shit. And I've just kept getting sign after sign after sign to just do it, really. To just knock on the door and it'll come to you. I don't know what'll come to me, but, like, knock on the door and something will happen. So this is me knocking. Hello there. Hello world. So yeah, today I was thinking about home and what that means, and how I felt like an alien for such a long period of time, that when I finally met someone, or more just a group of people that, like, actually understood me and, like, saw me for who I was and just accepted me for who I was, and they didn't look at me like I was like an exhibit or an artifact or like an animal in a cage. It's a sense of peace I never thought I'd feel, really. It's so funny, like, how you really don't know. You really, like, find the things that you always wanted when you aren't looking for them anymore. It's kind of crazy. Because I think it's like you need, it's like this feeling of, like, neediness. It's like you want it so bad, so you always stay in this feeling of wanting it. So you wake up every day with this feeling of wanting it, so nothing's gonna happen. Like, you're still wanting it, so you won't get it because you're wanting it. Even if it showed up to you and it's like, yo, it's like, no, I'm looking for it. Stop. You know? Like, go away, answer. I still need to question some more. And I feel like a lot of us are like that, but we don't even know what answers we're looking for and what questions we're looking for, or we don't even know why we question what we question, or why we accept certain answers versus other answers. I just feel like people know me. Like, when you really sit with someone and just, like, look into their soul, there's like a moment of recognition, like you guys saw the real you for a split second, you know? When you just like hang out with someone long enough, it's almost like they let their guard down just for a minute, and you can like see the whole universe in their eyes. Then they pop right back into, you know, action mode, you know. But it's a crazy thing. Home, and the concept of home. Because what is home? I would equate home to safety. Feeling like you don't even have to, you don't have to put on any masks. You know? I feel like we put on different layers of masks, or different masks for different situations, but I think the place where you feel like there's the least amount of masks is where you feel most at home, is what home is. Home should be like a physical manifestation of peace, you know, where you just feel a sense of, like, yo, this is what it's like when I'm asleep but I'm awake. It's like I'm just being. Where the silence isn't anxiety filled, where sounds won't, you know, jerk you, or you feel like when you hear like a door open or close, there isn't any sort of sense of tension. You're just fully there, and, you know, your room is an extension of your peace. The rest of the house is an extension of your peace, physical manifestation. But it's also people who know you, people who know the real you, you know? Not job interview you, not customer service you, just the real you. And it's hard to find that real you, because sometimes you don't even know it yourself. It's crazy how much I found that we judge ourselves just as much as we think other people are judging us. Because we're just afraid. We're all just so afraid of looking at the thing that hurts us. But it's funny, like, when you think about it from the terms of, like, where there is fear, there is love, what you're really afraid of is actually what will bring you the most joy, which is so crazy how that works. But if you're, like, so afraid of, you know, a project or someone or something, it's like, you know, I was thinking about, you know what fear is? Fear is like so this is what I was talking about too, is like, imagine your brain has like different modes, you know, there's peace mode, action mode, whatever. Let's say your brain has like a survival mode, right? And then someone switched survival mode on and didn't know how to, like, they don't know how to turn it back. So your mind is like always on survival mode, always on survival mode. And we can't turn it back. No matter what you do, it, like, just the way the brain is programmed, always on survival mode. So we're just trying to eliminate anything that makes you feel afraid or hurt or pain, really, just any sort of pain. It's like, nope, we're not going to do that. We're not going to allow, you know, this, we're not going to allow this host that we're inhabiting to experience any sort of pain at all. So when all of a sudden you love something or you love someone, there's risk there. Because when we were kids, like, we didn't really have a lot of past experiences, so we just went into something with, like, no fear, you know? Like, we just always imagined that, like, just doing anything new. It's like, there's no fear, man, just do it. Because there isn't that past pain and past fear, like, haunting you in the background, being like, nah, man, don't do that shit, dog. Don't do it, please. Stop doing that shit, dog, please. There isn't that part anymore because you don't even have a past to do that. But now that we have a past, is anytime it sees, like, the mind sees something that's, like, similar to a past pain, it'll try to tell you not to do that. So it's the same thing. So when you love something or someone so much, there's a risk of you getting hurt. There's a risk of, maybe this person that you love taking advantage of you or hurting you or not appreciating you. And then all of a sudden you feel immense pain because of that. And because the mind doesn't really like looking at its pain, because it feels that shit too. So it just wants you to run away and not look at it, and thinking that if you don't look at it, then it won't be there. But unfortunately it is there, and it actually manifests in ways that we don't even realize or are aware sometimes. I found for the longest time I would just wake up so tired every day. Every single day, just so tired. I'm still figuring out what exactly that is, but I think it's because there's a lot of past living in me that I just haven't looked at. And when I say the word looked at, it's like being aware of it, and maybe to some people it's making sense of the pain, and it's choosing to let go of it too. A lot of people have a inferiority complex, or they feel like they're less than in this world because of what people told them or whatever. And I was thinking about that today, and I was like, you know what? Maybe a lot of people hold on to that thought process because they feel like if they don't, they'll act out of character and then get hurt. You know what I mean? If someone feels they're less than, and for example, let's say they don't deserve to be with a pretty woman or a girl that they find attractive, and that's it. They just place themselves into that. They have chosen to be with that identity because they would rather live in that state every single day rather than actually go up to someone that they like a classmate or something, or just someone that they just have a connection with, and tell them that that they feel a connection with them. And they just would rather live every day in this victim I'm less than complex than actually be honest. You're really just being honest when you think about it. So honesty might hurt, but it really does set you free, to be so real. Because it's I noticed today that when I don't talk to my friends, I find myself wanting to dance and sing and stuff. And I thought my mind used to tell me yeah man, if only we had a mansion where we could just sing and dance all day and just make art and just not care about people, and not talk to people, or just be around people, that would be great. But I thought about it, I was it's an expression. Both are expressions. Because even when I'm dancing to a song by someone else, a human being made that song. So me dancing to it, I'm connecting to the person who made the song, and I'm able to express myself. So it's the same thing as having a conversation with someone. You're having that connection and expression at the same time. When you read a book, it's the expression is actually focusing on sitting and being at peace with yourself, and just being able to read while you're connecting with someone else's story. Even, watching this video, maybe some thoughts are being, generated out of what I'm saying. And, so that's a form of expression. And you're connecting to another human being right now. So we all love people, and we all want to be close to people. And, resenting yourself for wanting to be around people, I don't think is the answer. Because I've been there. And it's not fun, because it's yes, everyone wants to be Mr. Independent and all that, and that's good. But we can't do everything ourselves. I think the reason why I'm so exhausted every day is because I just think I could do everything myself, and I really can't. I really can't. I'm just one person. There's only 24 hours in the day, and we don't even use all 24. We barely use them, bro. We get tired so fast. It's crazy. It's funny. I feel like there's like a happiness in the air. Like, I think this is a good thing that I made this video, and like I feel like even I have a lot of little trinkets here and stuff. Sometimes it's like I feel like they're, you know, it's like there's like a joy surrounding them. It's almost like they've been watching me grow and stuff, and all these little statues and ancient artifacts and stuff. It's like they've been watching me grow, and it's like it's like you could almost like, you know, there's like I could feel a smile on them, and I feel a smile in the air. That I'm making an effort to connect with people and using my voice and sharing what I've learned. And that it's so ironic how my feeling of being misunderstood as a child, I thought it was something, feeling less, like that I meant I was less than, but I was just different, you know? And it's crazy how people are actually getting something out of talking to me after all of that, where I thought like people just didn't like me. And that's okay. It's like when I've accepted it and just fine with it, it became better. Still stings, but it just became better that way, I think. Because now there's like there's nothing on the table, nothing's on the line when I talk to someone. It's like I'm just speaking from the heart. It's still hard to do it to a camera, because it's like my mind wants to say things, and it's like I don't even know if I should like say them. Not like bad things or anything, but just like information I don't know would benefit y'all or not. So I'm just really trying to be like expressive here and just speak my truth, and know there was a meaning to being misunderstood. There was a meaning to be different, to being different. There was a meaning to go through things. There was a meaning to it. Or there doesn't have to be. But you choose what the meaning is. You could change it, mold it, make it fit. The event is neutral. The event is static. It's how you perceive it and how you process it is what matters, and is what it gets you through the present moment, which we call life. But we'll probably talk about that one on another video. I feel like this video's already been long. Hope you guys got something out of this. I'll try to edit this right now and post it. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this, but we did it. We knocked on the door. You know, I did something. So I really hope this helps someone, and you know, when I finally get the channel like actually set up and everything and post this, every time I'm feeling this type of energy and feeling, I'll try to make more and more, you know, like just stream of consciousness videos and like this. So yeah, we'll come up with an outro idea together. Don't worry, you'll probably see different outro ideas for this, but right now I'm feeling thank you for your time, and farewell.